Hollywood almost never admits failure while a movie is still being made. Once cameras start rolling, the belief is simple: the hard part is over. The script survived rejection, the studio said yes, and the cast is locked in. But what if everything goes wrong after the cameras are already rolling? What if the biggest threat isn't the studio, the budget, or the deadline, but the lead actor himself? Back to the Future wasn't just almost canceled. It fired its star mid-production, burned millions of dollars, and risked total shutdown. This is the unbelievable gamble that nearly destroyed a future classic. The story begins quietly in 1980, when screenwriter Bob Gale visits his parents and stumbles across his father's old high school yearbook. As he flips through the pages, one simple question stops him cold. Would he and his father have been friends if they had gone to school together? That thought becomes the emotional seed for Back to the Future, a story built on time travel, family, and identity. But inspiration alone doesn't guarantee success. Gale teams up with director Robert Zemeckis, and together they face brutal resistance. Studio after studio rejects the script. More than 40 rejections pile up. Executives say it isn't raunchy enough, that it doesn't match the comedy trends of the early 1980s. Each rejection chips away at their confidence, making them question whether the story will ever be told. Everything changes in 1984 when Zemeckis directs Romancing the Stone, a surprise hit that finally gives him credibility. That success attracts Steven Spielberg, whose company Amblin Entertainment partners with Universal Pictures to bring the project to life. Now the film is real, and the next challenge is casting Marty McFly from the beginning. Gale and Zemeckis want Michael J. Fox, already famous for playing Alex P. Keaton on the NBC hit Family Ties. His timing, charm, and energy feel perfect, but Fox is unavailable. Gary David Goldberg, creator of Family Ties, refuses to release him, fearing the show would collapse without its star. Forced to compromise, the filmmakers turn to Eric Stoltz, fresh off a critically acclaimed performance in Mask. Sid Sheinberg, CEO of Universal, strongly supports the casting, believing Stoltz's emotional depth is exactly what the role needs. Filming begins on November 26, 1984, but tension immediately fills the set. Stoltz approaches the role as a method actor, insisting everyone call him Marty. During physical scenes with Thomas F. Wilson, who plays Biff Tannen, Stoltz refuses to pull his punches, bruising Wilson and creating discomfort. Lee Thompson, playing Lorraine McFly, later explains the core problem: Stoltz wasn't a comedian, and the film needed one. Even Christopher Lloyd, as Doc Brown, senses something is missing. By late December 1984, 5 weeks into filming, Zemeckis reviews the footage with editors Arthur Schmidt and Harry Karamitis. What he sees confirms his worst fear. Stoltz isn't playing the film as a comedy. He sees it as a tragedy. To him, Marty's journey ends in loss, returning to a future where his family has been replaced by strangers with familiar faces. It's an interesting interpretation, but not the movie the studio needs. With a summer release looming, the filmmakers face an impossible decision. They are 5 weeks into a 14-week shoot. Major scenes are already completed. Replacing the lead actor now means reshooting everything, blowing the budget, and risking cancellation. Spielberg understands the danger clearly. If they wait too long, Universal could shut the film down entirely. The only solution is the one they were denied at the start: Michael J. Fox. This time, Spielberg personally calls Gary David Goldberg, laying out the stakes. Goldberg finally agrees, but with one condition: Family Ties always comes first. Fox will film the sitcom during the day and Back to the Future at night. On January 10, 1985, FOX officially replaces Stoltz. Robert Zemeckis personally delivers the news, later calling it the most painful moment of his career. For several agonizing days, Stoltz continues filming while the crew knows he's already been fired, creating a suffocating atmosphere on set. Fox's life becomes an endurance test. He wakes at dawn, films Family Ties all day, then rushes to Universal Studios to shoot Back to the Future until early morning. For 3 months, he survives on 4 hours of sleep. The exhaustion becomes so severe that crew members step in to stop him from performing dangerous stunts. The risk was massive, the pressure unbearable, and the decision nearly impossible. But in the end, Back to the Future proved that bold choices can rewrite history. What began as chaos became cinema legend, reminding us that success often comes from the hardest calls no one wants to make. If this story surprised you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. More incredible Hollywood stories are coming because the truth behind the movies is often better than the movie itself.